to Mr. James's channel. Peace.
Okay, so first off, I hope you enjoyed meeting my across the street neighbor, Lola. It's Mr. James here. She filmed that from a distance. We were the appropriate distance apart when I filmed her, but she has been dying to be in one of the videos. So there she was introducing us. So it is day number 9 of the corn earworm experiment here. Today is March 27th, Friday, March 27th. I took 3 days off from the worms. If you watched yesterday's real short video, I wasn't really seeing we weren't seeing a lot of changes in the data, so we decided to hold off a couple of days, and I'm kind of glad that we did. We now have some pretty good evidence on several of the different experimental groups that I'm going to talk about as we go through our data collection here. So watch for that, and then we'll talk again at the end of the video. A lot of our hay samples here, or the worms that are in the hay experimental group, have either turned almost completely black, like that one. So I can get it to focus here. There it is. And a lot of them have shrunk. So I am fairly certain that most of these guys here in the hay group are, if they're not already dead, and it's kind of hard to tell because they don't want to move around a whole lot, if they're not already dead, I think that they are on their last legs for real. So I want somebody to comment in the, or tell me why in the comments below. What is the one thing about the hay experimental group that is different than the control group, which may have some bearing on what the success of these worms is. We're going to do sugar next, and then we're going to do popcorn, then we'll do dog food, and then the food color ones, and then the larger environment, and then we'll do hot, cold, and dark. So that's the order in which I'm going to collect the data. Okay guys, so I am on this is number 10 in the sugar solution. I don't know if you can see down in there, in this little cup, right there, that guy, that's the worm. You notice there's this little black thing right here. I'm gonna try to look at it through the side of the cup. Maybe you can see it a little bit better here, or maybe not. The cup is not that easy to film through. There it is. That is actually the exoskeleton that worm shed out of at some point in the last 3 days. When just like snakes, reptiles, when the caterpillar grows too big for its skin, as it's moving from the first instar to the second instar to the third instar of the larval stage, it has to shed its old skin, and normally they eat them. For some reason this guy has decided not to eat it. Maybe he just hasn't gotten around to it. Maybe he's just recently shed out of this one, but they normally eat them. So anyway, just thought I would stop and share that with you. Thought that was kind of cool. Just finished doing the cold. These are the ones kept down in the refrigerator, kept at a low temperature. And I think we have some pretty definitive information here. I'm kind of going across here. If you look, the top row up here, or this row here, shows 4 days ago when we collected data, and this line is today's data. And this link will be in Google Classroom as well, so you can look at it there if you'd like. But if you look across the board there, we have no worms that gained any mass or length, and a couple, number 5 there, that actually lost some length, so it actually got shorter. So I think we can pretty definitively make a prediction here about cold temperature. Somebody can respond in the comments below, and we'll see if you and I are thinking the same thing. I've got some pretty remarkable results. First off, I want to show you this guy right here. This is number 3 from the dark. This is the largest worm we have so far. He's 28 millimeters long and weighs 0.53 grams. The thing is massive compared to all the others. So be thinking about what that might mean. The fact that this is one of the worms that grows in the complete darkness. So if you have any thoughts, any predictions, any maybe reasons why you think those guys that are in the dark there that I'm about to put back up in the top of the closet, why they are the darkest, then, or I'm sorry, the largest, then put your thoughts in the comments. Okay, guys, here we are. We're back. Yeah, so some interesting results there. I think if you followed along through the video, the worms in the dark had some interesting results. I think we can pretty well come to a conclusion that all of the ones in the cold environment are all dead now. There was no growth over those 4 days, none, and some actually even got smaller. And then there's still those 4 groups that have a different type of diet. And I don't think anybody has commented as to what makes those 4 diets similar compared to each other. So think about that. And most, or I shouldn't say most, but a lot of those worms have also died here in our by our 9th day. So I want you to think about what those 4 diets have in common and what they are lacking. Hint, hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. What they're lacking, and see if somebody can put in the comments why most of those ones in the dog food, hay, dog food, hay, popcorn, and what was the 4th one? Dog food, hay, popcorn. I guess that's it. Yeah, dog food, hay, popcorn. Those 4. Tell me what those 4 things, or those 3, excuse me. Dog food, popcorn, hay. Tell me what those 3 have in common, and what you think what they're lacking, and why those worms, the majority of them, are dead or dying. Okay, talk to you in a couple of days here. 3 or 4 days, we'll get back together, take some more data, and go from there. Y'all have a great day. Look forward to see you guys in class on Wednesday, April 1st. Yay!